Okay, so we are going to look at a problem, and this is a multi-select problem, and I'll get to in a moment what that means. So this question says, because it ends in a question mark, which expressions represents the number 15,678? Select two answers. So where it's telling us to select more than one answer, in this case it's saying select two answers, that means there are multiple choices that we can make. It's not just one choice, it's a multi-select. So I have to go through these answer choices and figure out which one is the best one. So they said which expressions, so I know expressions is one of my math words, expressions represent the number 15,678. And if I look at my answer choices, I have an answer choice that represents a number in expanded notation and expanded form. So what that tells me is that I will need to place this number in a place value chart. So I'm going to go all the way to the 10,000 ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000. Okay. And then I'll place my digits. So at 15,678. So one of the easiest ways to create an expression is to write it in expanded form. And we can do that by just writing the values of each digit. So the 8 in the ones place has a value of 8. The 7 in the tens place has a value of 70. The 6 in the hundreds place has a value of 600. The 5 in the thousands place has a value of 5,000. And the 1 in the 10,000s place has a value of 10,000. Now to put it in expanded form, all you have to do is place a plus sign in between each value. So that is our first expression. But now we need to write it in expanded notation. And expanded notation, we're going to start in the 10,000s, is when you have the digit and the place value. We take the digit, we put a parentheses, the digit is 1, multiplied by the place value. And here the place value is 10,000. And then we put in between a plus sign. So if you were to have a hard time figuring out the value of each place value, you can actually write it at the top. So 10,000, 1,000, 100, 10, 1. So it'll be easier for you to understand and to identify the value of the place value. So parenthesis, we have the digit 5 multiplied by the place value of 1,000. Then we close the parentheses. To start the next, we put a plus, parentheses, digit, we have the digit 6, multiplied by the place value of 100, close parentheses, and we put a plus sign. Now we're not done. We still have to do our 10. So we have our our parentheses, digit, multiplied by the place value of 10, close parentheses, and then we put a plus sign. Now we're at our last place value. Parentheses, the digit 8, multiplied by the place value of 1, and we close the parentheses. So now all I have to do is match up what I did. So our first expression says 1 times 10,000. We did that. 5 plus 5 times 1,000. We did that as well. Plus 6 times 10. We have 7 times 10. Our 6 is supposed to be multiplied by 100. So that cannot be it. Our next one is expanded form. 10,000 plus This says 500, but we put 5,000. So that cannot be it. Our next answer choice is expanded notation. So if you have a hard time figuring out which one is which, you can actually write expanded form. And then expanded notation. So 1 times 10,000, we did that. Plus 5 times 1,000, we did that. Plus 6 times 100, we did that. Plus 7 times 10, plus 8 times 1. Most likely this might be our answer. But we continue and we look, because we had to choose 2 answers. Okay, 1 times 10,000, we're looking at expanded notation. Plus 5 times 100. We put 5 times 1,000, so that cannot be it. Our last one is in the expanded form. 10,000, we did that, plus 5,000, plus 600, plus 70, plus 8. So there are our 2 answer choices. And the strategy I used was a place value chart, and I wrote the number in expanded form and expanded notation.